Hi and welcome back to myself playing Disco Elysium. We're currently behind a bookstore investigating paranormal activity. Okay, I wasn't expecting that door to leave me there.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus pauses dramatically.
Yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
It was a carnal house of failed business enterprises, leeching life energy from this bookstore.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us.
She shakes her head.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
You don't have anything of substance to tell her until you found that entity of hers.
That's all I can say for now, book peddler. I'll leave that on the back burner for a second because I think it's now time to go and look at the body. I should be able to do that now.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Okay, I've got a good chance of passing this. I've got the shit compressor engaged.
Again, the corpse laughs at you, pus dripping from its mouth. You will never be able to hold it in. It's always too much. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time.
Even though I got my shit compressed, how is it possible?
I'm at a loss as well. I could swear your shit was together, detective.
Sometimes even that is not enough. Life is unfair.
What do I do now?
Officer, you just need to be stronger. Learn to keep it in long enough for us to work. There's nothing else to do.
You can open this white check again by going to your character sheet and spending a skill point to upgrade your endurance. Gain new skill points by exploring and completing side tasks.
Maybe it's okay if you don't make it today. The dead man isn't going anywhere, and there's always other things to do.
That is annoying. So I'll put something into endurance. Where is endurance? So that's what I need to get. So we got 10 points. Then I've got my endurance up.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. East Delta Commerce Center? This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
Okay, let's go through this list here. Main hall building A.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Pasea, it's me. I'm investigating the doomed commercial area just like we discussed.
Sorry, officer. I thought you were...
There was a spot of static that overrides her words.
The doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Okay, Andro Orlando Hair SCA.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair.
Artemium's Boxing for Youth Athletics and Gym.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24-hour window.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Emma's Fashion Elitia.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Farron's Taxi. The rest has been burnt off.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Slipstreams SCA.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe.
Hello, is anybody there?
Yes, hello. This is Centennial Electric.
This is a woman's voice crackling and fragile through the static.
Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. The receiver must not be working properly. Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
Hold on, Tricentennial Electrics? I thought this was Slipstream SCA.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
You? My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
She must be mistaking you for someone else. Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Who are you? Where are you?
Michelle, just please.
She stops and you can hear her breathing heavily, her breath distorted by ancient static.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
She sounds like she's shaken. Of course I care. I've just been going through some rough, tough times.
Ever since I came to work here, it's different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Hello?
She doesn't answer.
Hey, you still there?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing the shore on the bay.
I get it. You don't want to talk to me. No one ever wants to talk to me.
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient.
Alright, it's goodbye then. Hang up the call.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Okay, Fortress SCA.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Rico Ice City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Main hall building B whirling in rags.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
East Delta Pinball entrance from building B.
Silence. No one answers your call.
And empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
He takes a step back, inspecting the other names on the list. Let's try the challenge. We'll probably fail this.
Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and... Alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner.
Call her again. Press the doorbell to Slipstream SCA.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker. There's the static again, whispering like a seashell pressed against the air.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Hi, it's me again. I wanted to talk to you.
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
Please don't hang up. I just want to explain myself.
It's you.
Before you can finish the sentence, the voice continues speaking.
My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait, is she...
Wait, are you repeating your words?
Michelle, just please.
Even her breathing, the way her voice drops when she finished the sentence, sounds exactly the same.
Why did you leave call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Is this some kind of joke?
It doesn't matter what I say, you're just going to continue, right?
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box.
Is it over? Can we talk now?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
Say nothing.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
You're recording.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder.
Just recording, and here I thought.
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Keep listening.
The phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Is anybody there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow, crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
So,
The strange alien thought pattern ends. The lieutenant cuts in, inspecting the intercom.
it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
Wait, a recording trapped in the circuitry?
I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later.
Something weird just happened to me.
Don't take this the wrong way. But during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
He's right about that.
That is true.
Okay. Okay. There's nothing there. Can't open that 'cause I need a special crowbar. Memory
This orange
search.
machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream.
Okay, let's pull the power
Only the red
to.
cable is an electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. The beer's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power has been cut off.
Okay. The voice is upstairs. We've done that, we've done that. Aha! Upstairs. Shoes in a puddle of melted snow. The floorboards creak. Here's the other person. Tray of dice, colourful polyhedron dice, hundreds of them. Candy dispensers repurposed containing thousands of dice.
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Hold on, what do you mean, Milius?
Yes, a Milius is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She pats the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Sure, I like some role-playing games and need some
Very
dice.
good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
Okay, I'd like to order a die from you.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
I'm looking for something to help me with my work.
I think I have just the right one for you.
She opens the top drawer of her work desk and takes out 2 polyhedrons, red and blue, in her palm. I don't get it.
You're a police officer, right? Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
She tosses you the
A
dice.
beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it. Mr. Smooth moves. You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
Say nothing. Act like you've done this 1,000 times.
What are the odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the Albers. Think of them as your lucky charm, officer.
The dice maker gives you a warm smile.
Smiled at you. She smiled. You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves.
You definitely need luck in martial arts. Was there anything else?
She closed her desk drawer. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind a whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly into the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It checks out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops and tries to come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the building, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
She looks up at the window. Pale light comes in. You never took your eye off your work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Hey, where are we anyway? What is this place? Look around the room.
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, its ceiling fading into shadows above.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
I heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the Doom commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
She nods as the wind howls at the furnace shop above. Wait, how do you explain what happened to all those companies then?
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Pasea is the one who sent me. She's convinced this place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookshop isn't where there are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling index? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, Welling is part of the Doom commercial area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Central project.
You're right, the Welling doesn't look like it's
And
cursed.
then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kind of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
I'll be first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
I fancy there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
She pinches the root of her nose.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
Do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone?
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
She adjusts the yellow scarf that covers her hair.
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut, it's about the confidence.
What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customer should have been a bit more open-minded.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
She tucked a strand of hair under her scarf. What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemis Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
And who is Artemis?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks out the window. It's oddly quiet there at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
How did that community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milieux. Who would have guessed?
What's a snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about the breeze. But what's a snuff militia?
It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world.
Don't worry, the ACP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
The lieutenant turns to you.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those traitors.
Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts laying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Anything else?
I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Insect right activists? What in the name of...
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects. Nod.
Really? Anyway.
She looks at the windowsill where dead flies laying on its back, legs curled up in a bow tie. What's with the rotary blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Timbuktu or Hashkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you.
Men like that are close.
The lieutenant is stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just a props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
There's a terrified taxidermy bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed, what were the other ideas?
Alright, what about the other
There
ideas?
was really just one. And it involves picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
She leans back, disapproving.
Fritta does the same thing.
I know a girl like that. She works at Fritz as a cashier, and she's not particularly friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Revachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes as she remembers something painful. What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing her thumbs into her temples, like trying to suppress a headache. It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Radishaw Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I killed the bear. You unplugged it.
You did what?
She rolls her swivel chair and it's close to you, unsure whether she heard you right. I unplugged the fridge to help Rechos Ice City cut their losses.
Of course they left it plugged in. Even in death, the bear is costing them money. The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherian.
Sounds cool.
Megatherian?
Megatherian. A mega wild beast.
Nods to Dice Mary. What's a mega wild beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life. By telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
I don't do drugs.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all.
Nods to Dice Maker.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad, finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the afternoon air. Her eyes follow it idly.
Little sparkling embers under the window.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
I found the business intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
She rubs her forehead. Her scarf has left a faint line on her dusky skin.
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
So you're telling me that the doorbell with the empty name card was yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I was wondering about the whirling rags. Is it part of the same building complex?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom. Albeit, I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
I saw a name, East Delta Pinball Door.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, choreography, trick track, especially pinball.
She raises her finger.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
A strange thing happened when I called the company Slipstream SCA. Someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years.
She looks like she really doesn't believe you.
Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
She said she was from Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics?
There's a moment before she recognizes the name.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
No, it was something else, something eerie. Narrow your
Pranks
eyes.
can be eerie.
She looks as if she's still convinced it's something to be worried
Oh,
about.
the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
She shakes her head. Actually, a slipstream STA machine might be a recording. I called again later, got exactly the same message.
Why would Slipstream SCA have a 100-year-old recording as their doorbell message? It doesn't make any sense. I'm still convinced it was nothing more than some elaborate prank.
My money's on electrical anomaly. I've heard of these, especially in an old building like this.
He looks around. I have a few more questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening.
I don't think we have. Actually, I had other questions.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Leave. Okay, we got a lot out of her. We just saved, so I'm gonna end this record session here. As usual, if you've watched all this, thank you very much, and I'll catch you guys again later. Bye.